this is JessicaAlbert13. Welcome to Life XP, where I share a little of my life with you in hopes of helping you with whatever situation you're in, and for entertainment purposes, because my life is terribly sad and amusing to other people. So, last video I talked about mental illness. This video I'm going to talk about dating and how it's barely been in my life. So dating isn't exactly easy for me. I don't drink. I physically cannot get drunk. Believe me, in my younger 20s, I'm 25 now, but I act like I'm a 40-year-old woman who's just seen too much. But I tried to get drunk. I tried very much. And I would just immediately get sick. Doesn't matter if I was just 1 cup of Bud Light or an entire pina colada. I'm just in the bathroom puking my guts out. So the bar scene isn't for me. I mean, sometimes I'm the designated driver for family members and friends. That's about as close to the bar scene as I can get. When I see drunk girls stumbling out of bars with strangers, I wish I could have that. I get so jealous. Like, I wish I could get drunk and curl up in a hot guy's lap and just start ranting about Dragon Quest III. I mean, I can do that totally sober, but drinking would just be a good excuse. So, don't really go to bars to meet people. So I'll tell you a little bit about my dating history. Obviously, in high school, dating wasn't my priority. I definitely had self-confidence issues, and I spent a lot of time in hospitals and mental wards. So I probably only had 2 dating experiences when I was in high school. One was with a dude I met at CC's, but that ended quickly. He took me out on a movie date, and during the advertisements before the movie, I ended up punching him. He insulted Dragon Quest IX. You don't insult Dragon Quest in front of me. You can insult me. You can insult America. You can insult my extreme paleness. You can insult my car. You can insult my house. But you do not insult Dragon Quest in front of me. I will become vicious. And he's lucky he only walked away with a bruise. I could have totally given him a black eye. My brother taught me karate. So, that date didn't go well. Then when I was 17, I ended up in a mental ward for having a bad reaction to my medicine. And I met a guy. Yeah, mental wards. Not the greatest place to meet people. But, we would kind of hang out together, and he would call me Daria. Because the first thing he said to me was, "Oh my god, you look exactly like Daria from the MTV channel." I was about to say show, but MTV's a channel. Can you tell I do this all in one take? Anyways, he called me Daria, and I hung out with him because obviously having a big, strong dude around protects me from all of the other crazies. And because he was really hot. He was blonde, tan, all-American boy kind of look. And he gave me he gave me his phone number. He gave me my phone number. He gave me his phone number for contacting him once we were out. And I did call him once, but I never contacted him again. And it was simply for the fact that I thought he was too attractive for me. Like, I can't. I'm plain, boring me next to this gorgeous dude. I don't know. Pretty people really, really freak me out. One way you can tell I'm attracted to you is if I'm just like, I just hold my breath and turn blue around you because I'm like, oh my god, this person is so gorgeous. They deserve all of the oxygen in the room. So yeah, when pretty people talk to me, I don't really know how to react. It confuses me. So, after high school and all of my fun stays at mental hospitals, I tried dating online a couple of times. And those didn't go so well. I met a lot of weirdos and creepos. It was just every morning I'd wake up, check my email, and it would constantly be a stream of dick pics. Got really sick of those pretty fast. There's honestly too many weird experiences online to even go into them all, so I'll just talk about one. There was a dude I met on Tumblr. He had a Dragon Quest tattoo, the dragon the dragon symbol, the dragon knight symbol from Dino Type Bootcamp from the manga. And I commented on his picture. I was like, ooh, sexy. Because you have anything Dragon Quest, that definitely gets my attention. So we started to talk, and he actually lived close by, so I kept kind of pressuring him to meet in real life. And he always kind of like deflected that. He was like, oh, let me save money, or oh, I'm busy, or oh, that. But he just like always wanted to talk. It got like kind of annoying. I was like, let's just wait and meet in real life. Do whatever you need to do, and then we can hang out at your place. We don't even need to go like to a fancy dinner spot. But I kind of got sick of talking to him. In order to leave conversations, I would type stuff like, I gotta go, my Xbox needs me. I would literally just drop him and start playing like Mass Effect. Like, this conversation bores me now. I'm gonna go play video games. Ooh, so yeah, I'm not the greatest at online dating. I mean, I love to text and I love to write, but I don't like needy people too much. I get kind of sick of the constant, it's just the constantly asking for pictures. And I admit, I probably have my boobs floating around in cyberspace, more than just what I typically show. I'm always afraid I'm gonna go onto Tumblr and find pictures of my tits somewhere. Like, there's already so much porn on the Dragon Quest tag. Why would I ever even think about adding more to it? Well, hopefully it's under like a different hashtag. Hashtag JessicaAlbert13's a slut. I don't know. I'm too scared to go looking. So with online dating, I would typically kind of just stop talking to certain guys and never talk to them again. I got sick of online dating and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try dating IRL. So I reconnected with one friend from school and she introduced me to her group of friends and we kind of partied for a while. And I met one really cute guy. And we were at the party and he was like, can I sit in your lap? And I was like, no, but I want to sit in your lap. So I snuggled with him. I wish I'd slept with him. I wish he'd been the one to pop my cherry. He was cute. Not as cute as crazy loving Daria dude, but really a good looking guy. He disappeared. Like, I showed up at a party and I was like, where's blah blah blah? And they'd be like, we don't know. Maybe I scared him off. I don't know. But he vanished. So I chose another dude from that group and I was like, this guy's gonna be the diverginator. That's the only reason I went into the relationship. I was like, I don't want to be a slut ski, but I want to lose the V card. So I slept with one dude, and we didn't really date. We just more or less just hang out. He was nice though. He did buy me dinner. He smoked. That was one thing that definitely turned me off. He did a lot of smoking, cigarettes and pops. I don't mind pops, but I hate cigarettes. So once I lost the V card, I was like, okay, I'm only gonna sleep with a guy I really, really love. Because among my Christian friends, I am the slut. But among my non-Christian friends, I'm basically the Virgin Mary. But that promise of not being a slut probably only lasted about 3 years. When I was 24, my coworker told told me to sign up for OkCupid. And it was just another slew of dick pics in my email again. I'll leave a link to my OkCupid account so you guys can visit it yourself. I haven't updated it in a while. I need to update the job description. But I made some changes to it so only certain people will contact me. So, at the age of 24, which was last year, feels a lot longer than that, I met a guy who finally decided to be like, yeah, let's meet in public. Finally, a guy with his own car. I would meet guys on OkCupid and be like, I really like this dude. Like, we should totally meet. And they'd be like, oh, by the way, I live 100 miles away and I don't have a car. Can you drive me to where I need to be? Like, are you looking for a date or are you just looking for a free Uber? Requirements to date me. Love of Dragon Quest and your own car, please. Or a mode of transportation. You can bike to me. I don't care. Just get here on your own. So I met a dude on OkCupid and dated him for a while. Can you tell by my face this isn't a pleasant story? So let's call this dude Eddie, because he kind of looks like Ed from Shaun of the Dead. So Eddie, he was a fellow otaku into Dragon Ball, played video games, not Dragon Quest, more of like Grand Theft Auto, Fallout 4 types. So I was like, you know what, JessicaAlbert13, you're not as pretty as you used to be. You've gained a couple pounds. Years are gonna catch up with you eventually. Just settle for a dude who's not a complete psycho and be happy. So I was in that relationship for about 5 months, and I finally got fed up with him and dumped him for very weird reasons. This guy was into some weird fetishes, and I thought I was aware of most fetishes. I love to watch TLC and see videos of people in their creepy addictions and creepy sexual fetish. Like, as long as you're not hurting anyone else and as long as you get permission, do whatever you want in the bedroom has always been my philosophy. But this guy, Eddie, oh man. See if I can say this without wanting to vomit. His fetish was penis pumping, which I thought was a joke from Austin Powers, the Swedish penis pumper. I didn't think that was actually a thing. I mean, I knew penis pumps existed, but I thought, guys who just aren't as well endowed use them. But dudes who are totally normal size, sorry, congestion, dudes who are totally normal use them and inflate their penises like a giant balloon. Like literally to the size where you're like, that's not gonna fit in anything. That like to a disgusting size of, I just turned 10% gayer after seeing this dick. I think I need to start learning how to eat pussy now. So he would do that and take pictures of his dick and post them on a penis pumping forum where he would look at pictures of other people who pump their penises. And there was like that tiny voice in the back of my head that's like, this dude's gay. This dude is so gay. He enjoys looking at pumped penises. And Eddie would be like, I enjoy the weight and the feel of it in my hands. And he would want me to pump my vagina. Apparently that's also a thing. Girls can use pumps. I mean, I guess they can use it on their nipples. I can understand that, but on their, it just looked like a really uncomfortable process. And I was like, no. And he was like, pumping is a part of my life. Pumping for life. Like, I wish you would pump weights or something. Why? Ugh. Why can't I get the guy who enjoys lifting weights? No, I gotta get the creepo who sits in his apartment and pumps his penis and then looks at pictures of other penises. But that was just his first creepy fetish. His second creepy fetish was pregnant women. And at first, I'm like, oh, pregnant women are beautiful. I can understand looking at pictures of pregnant women. But this guy had this weird fantasy of impregnating me and having sex with me while I was pregnant. He was like, oh man, baby, when you're pregnant, you're gonna be so horny. You're just gonna be horny all the time. And I'm like, what information are you basing this off of? I went to high school with a lot of pregnant chicks. You know what I learned about pregnancy? It's really uncomfortable. They pee constantly. They carry jars of pickles with them. Pickles are delicious, by the way. And they do not even want to look at their boyfriends most of the time. They're angry and emotional and hormonal and just constantly uncomfortable. I don't think a pregnant woman's first thought is, well, now that I have a baby inside me, I want to put a gigantic pumped penis inside of me. I don't think that's their first priority, honestly. So he had that weirdness. And the icing on this cake of horrors was that he told me to drink Dr. Pepper and eat Pop Rocks at the same time so it would bloat me and inflate my stomach so it would look like I was pregnant. Yeah, that was the straw that broke the camel's back. I was like, I am out of here. And the thing about Eddie was that he had this weird hang up about fat chicks. Like, the only other girlfriend he had beside me was this fat chick who dumped him and ran off and married his ex-best friend. Oh, I love stories of that. Oh, my ex-fiance ran off with my brother, or my ex married my best friend. I'm like, oh, you find it surprising that the guy you constantly brought around your girlfriend, that your girlfriend chose to run off with that guy? Honestly, Eddie did have a really attractive friend, and while I was dating Eddie, I was like, I should try to get into his friend's pants. But I never did. I'm not that evil. I just dumped Eddie and hoped to never see him again. But his hang up on fat chicks was really, really disgusting. He he said the most sexist thing I've ever heard a person say. He said, women should only be fat when they're pregnant. Yeah, when he said that, outwardly, I was like, okay, yeah, pass the french fries. But inwardly, I was like, massive text to all of my fat friends. And all of my fat girlfriends were like, we need to kill this mofo. I was miserable throughout most of the relationship. So why did I stay with Eddie for so long? You're gonna hate me. Eddie promised me that he would make me a replica of the Loto sword from Dragon Quest, the Erdrick sword, as we're supposed to call it here in America. So I hung on to the relationship in hopes of getting that sword. Like, not an actual, like, steel replica. He made props out of foam. Or he said he did. I never saw Eddie once complete a project. His apartment was just filthy all the time. I never saw him actually get to work. So I stayed with him for all the wrong reasons, of course, because I'm an idiot. But he was nice sometimes. He was okay. Like, we definitely did not remain friends after the breakup. Ugh. But, you know, it gave me dating experience. Woo. And now I can say I've slept with 2 guys. Woo. Honestly, Eddie was so disappointing. I wanted to call the Diverginator and be like, I'm sorry. I didn't realize it would get worse after you. I'd give sex 2 out of 5 stars. It's not that great. I have friends who are virgins who are like, oh my god, what's it like? Is it like fireworks going off? Close your eyes and pretend there's someone you want to have sex with on the other side. So that's my dating XP. Not the greatest, huh? So this video has gone on for 20 minutes. That's the perfect cutoff time. Thank you for watching with me. And I hope you learned something, or at least found my pain incredibly entertaining. This is JessicaAlbert13 logging out. Bye. There's a button that does it.